undefeated. I get we talking beef, they say that they vegan. Drippin' no reason. We cup 'em on ice, ain't talking the freezer.
I said I need this undefeated. Blocking, then I go long. He receive it, I can't see it. My wrist look like a snow cone maker. Once I see her, I give her that just like it. Then I leave her. I can't get caught up, I can't be on. Look at them people, you know what it is. Go put that before they breaches. I'ma get out this and I'm striking, I'm throwing my whole lot of money instead. It keep coming forever. I'm living my life like a slime.
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, loud commotion. We causing a commotion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. Icy as in the whole land. I hit the road in an all-white van. I keep a fresh set up on my hands. You don't like me, but you want my gram. How you look, how you sound? I'm a boss, I'm a brat, hard to handle. I'm a real-life mood, a real-life muse. Got some pretty in my sandals. I can't help I was born like this. Ain't my fault that you want my drip. Little bit of could've been my friend. Now you gotta listen while I pop my fast. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, loud.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Now, Golden State's starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Irving in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, Brandon Clark is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Bridges. And it's KD in a point guard. It's good. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now. Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Here's Irving. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City.
You gotta love how Irving slashes to the basket. So quick, so elusive, making the D hit him.
And that one falls for Irving. Drew Holiday's checked in for Paul George. Both free throws good for Irving.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Outside Holiday. And here is KD. Driving to the basket.
You got to enjoy watching Durant finish strong. A ferocious competitor who's always looking to jam him when he has room to.
Over to the wing. Outside, Towns. Irving with the ball. Isaac picks him up. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Irving's got 6.
Oh, you better stick with Irving. You can't allow him any separation in the pick and roll.
KD against Irving. Outside Holiday. No good on the 3. Here's Golden State. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Connects from three-point range.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Irving.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Outside Holiday. Pass to KD. Now, here's Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Trent passes to Irving. Towns a screen on Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Irving kicks to Towns. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Outside Holiday. Towns with the steal. KD against Irving, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Anunoby has the open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 5. Bogdanovich dishes to Irving. Towns a screen on Anunoby. Irving drives in. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Irving. On the wing, Isaac. To the paint. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Anunoby. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Kyrie Irving.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. JaVale McGee's checked in for Clark. Robert Williams comes in for Isaac. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jamal Murray in for Durant. Inside. And Giddey gets it to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Garland against Murray. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Trying to end the drought. It doesn't go for him. And Golden State will come the other way. Outside Garland. Bain passes to Tate. Shot clock at 5. From deep 3-point range, offensive rebound to the left wing, passes it to Bain. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Giddey. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Anunoby. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They trail by 7.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
There's Garland. Now the pass to Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tate. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girl.
Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers.
I just go back to being in my backyard.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Smooth approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Bogdanovich out there with Towns. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. Now Towns. Paul George missing from long range. Towns the pass to Garland. Towns a screen on George from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Check out the stats for Bridges. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Thunder. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies.
And Brandon Clark, a dangerous finisher. Not only as a dunker, but his floater game is on point as well.
Well, you see why the Sean Marion comparisons are made. I mean, that great touch combined with his vertical leap, they make him a handful.
And here is Irving, following the three from Kevin Durant. Here's Giddey. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Giddey's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Warriors.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Chris, congrats again on your call to the Hall of Fame. Not to put pressure on someone currently in the NBA, but does anyone out there now remind you of you back in the day?
Well, you know what, Kevin, I try not to look at it like that, but there are a lot of players that play the same position in which I love how they play. I love how Embiid plays. I see similarities. My man Jokic, I definitely see some similarities in the way that he passed, and I tried to make sure that we were point forwards. But I'll tell you what, instead of seeing similarities in anyone, I'll tell you what, I'm a fan of all the big fellas. They fought out there.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Holiday dishes to Clark. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Garland is checked in for the Warriors.
Substitution for the Warriors, Darius Garland.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Out left to the wing. Towns down low. He's covered by Isaac. Towns, no luck.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Now, here's Trent, defended by George. Over to the left wing. Here's Towns. Back to Garland. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garland's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clark sets a screen for Holiday. Takes a 3. No good from Clark. And so Garland will bring it up for Golden State. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Towns. Tries from 7. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. You sometimes hear people say games are called too closely. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm just in the mindset that the refs need to understand that they come to watch them. And they need to be consistent with both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency. I mean, these guys are trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. JaVale McGee's checked in for Clark. OG Anunoby comes in for Isaac. Brooks checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Murray subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Trent. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. 1:44 left to play in the first half. Garland attacking, and it's Garland slamming it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And here's George for 3. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Here's the teardrop. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
It's stolen by Tate. The feed to Garland. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for Darius Garland. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stakes for the Warriors?
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Tate kicks to Garland. Here's Harrell. And that one is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Anunoby passes to George. Murray outside. Passes it to Anunoby. The 8-footer. He squares up and sinks it. Anunoby's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Thank you for joining us. And guys, Kyrie Irving has taken over. Well, no doubt about it, fellas. He was cooking out there. And now back to that first half. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
They've got Paul George, Isaac out there with Bridges, and it's Durant, and it's Clark, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And here's Towns. After Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Bogdanovich, no good that time. Isaac with some nice D. Outside for George. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant against Towns. KD on the wing. He has 5. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Towns, the pass to Trent. Outside, Bogdanovich. Harrell down low. He's against Clark. And it's Harrell missing. Thunder trailing by 5. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pass to Giddey. Towns the screen. Going inside. Giddey no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Thunder. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Clark kicks to George. Dishes to KD. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors leading by 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Thunder with the rebound.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. The guy entered the league. Everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
That one wide left. The Warriors have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. They need this one, and it's good on the layup. Giddey's got 7. You know, Greg, you got to agree the defense isn't the only area where Jonathan Isaac is improving.
And no question, Kevin, his offense has developed as well. He's becoming a more confident scorer, steadily increasing his output on that end. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Isaac against Towns. Trent passes to Giddey. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc, and it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. Usually a nightmare for opponents. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jamal Murray comes in for George. And it's Holiday in for Jonathan Isaac. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Bridges with some nice defense.
Defense with a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
The elevated playmaking of Durant, I mean, passes like that really bring this team closer together.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. The pass to Bain. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dylan Brooks comes in for Mikal Bridges. Thunder trailing by 5. Murray scanning the floor. Off target from outside.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Tate kicks to Irving. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Irving. Taken away by Holiday. To the inside. Anunoby. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
The shake. Williams with the block. Brooks for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes it to Bain. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Bain's got 5.
That's a clever pass right there by Irving. He got the ball to the guy with the better look. Smart.
Holiday finds Murray. Into the lane. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got his first basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Bain. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Irving, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Off the court, Irving has a reputation for speaking his mind. I respect that. He's authentic. At the end of the day, his play speaks for itself anyway.
And the Thunder with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dylan Brooks, and Kevin Durant subbed in for Drew Holiday. Garland is checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. And then Durant with the dunk.
Aggressive move by Durant. Taking it right to the hole with the ball.
Warriors leading by 4. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Tate. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Wiseman the pass to Tate. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Anunoby, and again, it's the Warriors missing. 3-pointer. And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got James Wiseman. Darius Garland is out there with Irving. Then there's Towns, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot. It's not going to go for him. Bridges with some nice defense.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Garland, the pass to Irving. Count that one.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play. Able to get a shot off despite getting wet.
at the line for the Warriors.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Durant up top. He's covered by Irving. Outside, George. Back to Durant. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
So dangerous from outside the arc. Durant's quick and high release. Make him down right now.
Towns sets the pick for Irving. And there's the drive. Isaac with some nice D.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And George, here we go. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Golden State. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's the three. That shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Durant against Irving. Back to Durant. Lets it go with the three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half. Third overall.
Irving attacking Towns. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Warriors lead by 3. Durant against Irving. Teardrop shot. No good on that one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Clark, he's checked in for the Thunder. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Golden State.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Irving against KD. Outside, George. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Bogdanovich. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. On the wing, Bridges. Isaac a screen on Towns. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
Here's Trent. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Tate. A nice shot by George.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
Harrell a screen on Durant. Irving attacking. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now, here's George. Defense right on him. Clark with a wide-open look. Off target with his 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Knocked loose. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. George looking over the floor. Puts it up from 12. And it's George again missing. Warriors leading by 8. Trent gets to Harrell. Moving against Durant. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by George. Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Bridges passes to Isaac. Outside Irving. And Harrell slows it in.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Now, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Dagnall was telling his team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. You need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Brooks comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jamal Murray in for Paul George. The Warriors making a switch here. Towns is checked in.
Substitution for the Warriors, Karl Anthony Towns.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a 10-point game. And the rejection by Towns. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bain passes to Garland. Williams against Towns. Back to Garland. Lets it go from the wing. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, Drew Holiday.
Off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
house in Hollywood, that means she probably would. I think that narcissist, the shooter probably fits. She don't need attention, she just need material things. I knew she was mine by the second Gucci bag, but there's an emptiness I know that money couldn't fix. There's a part inside your heart that tells you life is bigger, but we still ride, still get flagged. I'm talking pride, Balenciaga. I'll never lose my cool.
Introducing the starting product for your Denver Nuggets.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome. The 2K, and we have him.
Brian, thank you.
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got James Harden, Julius Randle out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Carmelo Anthony, and it's James in at the point. And for Denver, Draymond Green is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Curry in at the one. Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players right now?
Oh, they are so pumped indeed. I mean, look, the offseason can be a long one, but every player loves when the games really start to count.
Pass to Nurkic. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
Now here's Curry. Gets himself open and drills it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harden against Leonard. Randle is screen on Curry. Here's James. Outside for Randle. From deep. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Denver. To the paint. Here's Green. Anthony grabs the board.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way.
James finds Harden. Nurkic a screen on Green. It's stolen away. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Anthony. Pass to Capella. Over Nurkic. Capella can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Randle outside. Lets the three fly. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator. Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
Pass to Randle. James outside. Randle against Green. From 13, misses off the right iron. And Clark Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, B.A. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses. And then get busy putting the work in.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Capella. 2 on the clock. Green for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Chicago has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Anthony in the post. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Nuggets making a change here. Russell is checked in.
Carmelo Anthony at the line for 1.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Curry. Green with the ball. Here's Leonard. And Nurkic with the block. Capella against James. The shot comes out, and it's Denver the other way. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Carter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Hachimura comes in for Green. A different look for Denver. Gay's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Hart subbed in for Stephen Curry. Holmes, he's checked in for Chicago. Sexton comes in for Harden. Now here's Warren. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rose with the bucket.
I really love when Rose goes hard like this, guys. I mean, still, even after the injury, showing no fear.
Pass to Carter. Hachimura outside. And here's Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Rose.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the Bulls making a change here. Harden's checked in.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Sexton against Harden. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Warren. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. Russell from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Russell's got 5 points.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Holmes, a screen on Hart. Lets it go from 11. Sexton misses. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. Hart passes to Gay. Hachimura outside. It's stolen by Warren. A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
The Nuggets trail. Over to the left wing. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Sexton. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Gay with the ball. Covered by Vucevic. Now Russell. Outside Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Carter, a screen on Sexton. Hart goes in. Stolen by Holmes. Harden from outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Harden, so versatile offensively. He initiates. He can play off the ball. He can beat you in transition. He's going to get his points. You can bet on that.
Here's Russell. Oh, at the buzzer!
Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen for Denver. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I say all the time.
And no doubt, Warren is not backing down.
And in the past, we've seen him get into it with the likes of Jimmy Butler. I mean, he embraces the challenge.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Stephen Curry is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
James passes to Randall. Jacks up a 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Pass to Capella. He can't hit that time. Nurkic with some nice D. Anthony, the pass to Randall. Covington against Anthony. There's the drive. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Green's checked in for the Nuggets. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Just 2 to shoot. Here's James. Again, the Bulls score.
You know, you see some guys, and they might panic a little bit in that situation, but with LeBron, rarely happens. I mean, he knows exactly how much time he's got to get the shot away.
And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Millsap, he's checked in for the Nuggets. O'Neal comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Rose against Fultz. Rose, the pass to Anthony. James, outside. Anthony with a screen on Curry. The shot by James, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And, you know, this could be the season that LeBron passes Karl Malone for second all-time in career scoring. And dare we think this? After a year or two, perhaps, even passing Kareem, that's almost sacrilege. But it could happen if LeBron stays healthy.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Randall, pass to Rose. Here he goes. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. Clark LeBron already the all-time playoff scoring leader and second all-time in final scoring to Jerry West.
Well, it all makes sense, B.A. You add it up. His brilliance, his longevity, his consistency. I mean, he's made the finals just about every year, too. That doesn't hurt when you're talking about playoff stats. It is absolutely incredible what he's been able to do.
4 on the clock. Fultz. And again, another missed shot. For Chicago, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Back to Anthony. Pass to James. Drives to the hoop. Count that one. And now it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Richaun Holmes is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Carter. Russell up top. Checked by Sexton. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Well, a surprising stat, Clark. The last 2 seasons, for the first time in league history, guards scored more points in the paint than centers or forwards.
How amazing is that, B.A.? What a transformation we've seen in the game at all levels, but particularly the NBA. Things have been inverted. It used to be you threw the ball inside to get high percentage shots. Now this is primarily a drive and kick league. Drive for the rim or shoot threes.
For Denver, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Kay outside. Hachimura finds Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. When speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie. Here's Chicago now. They're on a 13-5 run. Nice shot by Harden.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Holmes against Gay. And Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
From deep, Gay. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Gay.
Substitution for your Nuggets. Clint Capella, Robert Covington, Kawhi Leonard.
And here's Harden. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Chicago. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard.
29.
Appreciate it, Allie. And
Kenny, what games did you get amped up for during the regular season?
Any team that Shaq was on, because I know we could.
All right, now let's focus on the first half. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Chicago, Julius Randle out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's James Harden. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Capella. Leonard, left side. The Nuggets need to get one up for three. O'Neal. Randle pulls down the board. Chicago has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Anthony with a bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Leonard. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one. Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No problems knocking that one down. James has got 9 points.
You know, the strategy used to be in defending LeBron, make him shoot jump shots, long jump shots. He's countered that strategy by becoming a knockdown three-point shooter.
Leonard against Harden. Leonard attacking. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
James.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. The defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The Bulls making a switch here. Rose is checked in.
Shooting one.
One of the most improved players ever. Kawhi came into the league as a defensive specialist, but Leonard has blossomed into a finals MVP on multiple teams. Just a franchise-level talent.
Here's Rose. Good. 6 points for him.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Curry against James. Pass to Green. And he makes it on the layup.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. There are fans that hate on Draymond Green, but nobody can deny he's a winner.
I mean, he is a winner. He's found success at every level. He gives everything to the team, and of course, he has the rings to talk all he wants.
From the high post, the shot by James, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Leonard passes to Green. Back to Leonard. Leonard, double team. Outside, Green. Left side, Curry. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Carter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Hachimura comes in for Green. Hart's checked in for O'Neal. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Leonard. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. T.J. Warren comes in for Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul. Covington's checked in for Curry. Sexton's checked in for Chicago. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Warren, the pass to Rose. Back to Warren. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. For 3, Randall. Oh, Covington with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Holmes, he's checked in for Julius Randle.
Rashawn Holmes.
Rose against Russell. Picked by Carter. Pass to Hart. Covington, a screen on Sexton. Here's Hart. And Holmes pulls it down. Chicago leading. Rose with it. He has 6. Here's Warren on the wing. Sexton. Vucevic, a screen on Russell. 5 to shoot. Sexton, that's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Deflects the pass. Driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sexton's got 4 points in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Rose finds Sexton. Three-pointer, Vucevic on target from range. Vucevic has got 5 now.
Throughout this second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
And again, Denver no good. Chicago has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Outside for Sexton. Holmes, a screen on Hart. Clock at 6. Russell from outside hits the trifecta. 14 points for him.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Rose. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 15.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Bulls. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does...
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Clint Capella out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Leonard in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
You can't let Harden get comfortable from outside the arc. I mean, he's capable of raining threes in bunches.
On the wing, Curry. Check by James. A little mid-range shot is up. And that one's long.
Nice work defensively. Meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Pass to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. And it's Denver with a rebound. From deep, Gay. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Gay's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Spins. Harden with it. Green picks him up. Harden, good.
Harden putting constant pressure on the defense, finishing down low.
Denver has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. To the inside. Knocked away. It's James with the drive. And slam dunk by James.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket. And the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Leonard against Harden with the drive. Leonard gets the bucket.
Able to create the shot they were looking for there.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Harden, the pass to James. And it's James with the jam.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered him.
Harden against Leonard. There's the drive. The kick out. Curry. 4-3. Rejected by James.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to swat it down.
Denver has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Gay's shot is good.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Pass to Harden. Anthony outside. Right side, Harden. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 8 now. Curry with it. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. James outside. Randall outside from behind the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists tonight. Leonard for 3. Drills it from deep. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fans, please welcome your Denver Nuggets dancer.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Dominant defense from Leonard, making a big effort to get his hand on the shot and swat it down.
Capella finds Curry. Capella, screen on James. Curry gets the bucket.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
The Bulls have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Randall outside. On the wing, Harden. Back to Randall. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
Curry with it. Picked up by James. O'Neal misses. Chicago has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Bulls.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
If it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for LeBron James.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
You are my guiding star, my shining light. I love you, baby. But that day you leave and you're gone, I know that girls, they going crazy. I know the girls love some, all of them are on come, cause the one of them want this, baby. I told you once and I told you twice that I am the girls, them sugar. No, the girls, them attack me and the girls, them rush me because them are driving the beamer. And the girls, them flavor, I'm not. I am the helper, no helper. And a girl just watch her, I want to hear her. And listen ready.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Take it over.
Thank you, Kevin.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Tobias Harris.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. McCollum is out there with Smart. And there's Jared Allen. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Miles Bridges is out there with Ayton. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Doncic. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Allen, a screen on Ayton, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Rockets making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Bridges against Harris. Rocket 6. From deep. The Rockets pull it in. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability. And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
Doncic with a screen for Hayward. Passes to Ayton. Kicks to Doncic. Spins. Can't convert off the spin. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The drive by Doncic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Outside Butler. Back to Allen. And stolen by Hayward. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Hayward outside. Back to Doncic. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that 3-ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
Butler goes in. Count the basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. McCollum against Dinwiddie. Doncic with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Ayton. Back to Dinwiddie. Clock at 4. Here's Doncic. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. He has 7.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
A new lineup here for Houston. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Second is Trae Young.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
2 minutes.
Young against Conley. Puts up a three, and it's Toppin that time on the assist from Conley.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Young passes to Markkanen. Can't get it to fall. Grant goes in. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. It's Young on the wing, covered by Conley. And here's Young. He's coming off a 28-point game against Atlanta.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And he recovers it. Pass to Toppin. Conley against Young. A floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
The line for the Trailblazers.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Young taking his time here. Over Conley. The Rockets with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 3. The pass to Beal. Out to the right wing. Conley with the 3. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Conley's got 5.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward. And he understands.
There's certain times where it's not our decision.
And great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now.
Jimmy Butler.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Miles Bridges. Green is out there with Thomas. Then there's Ayton. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. Conley kicks to Butler. Allen, a screen on Tatum. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Bridges leading the charge. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Beal with the bucket.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, McCollum's checked in for Beal, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Mike Conley.
C.J. McCollum, Marcus Smart.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Thomas passes to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. There's the drive. Wasted no time on that one. Smart's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
Back to Tatum. Butler against Tatum. And Butler gets it to go. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
Up top, Tatum. Defended by Butler. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Green. To stop the run. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
And it's McCollum off the drive.
Nice timing as Aiden's up there for the rejection.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Green. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Allen with the screen for Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ayton. And it's Butler missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now Dinwiddie still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And you see the length of Tatum on that play. Long arms to pick the ball and then the long strides up the court.
Here's Butler. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Houston, trailing by 5. Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
Here's Smart. Finished off the break. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Grant. Now Sabonis. He's covered by Westbrook. Shoots. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Grant.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Young dishes to Hayward. Back to Young. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Markkanen, he's checked in for Houston. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Bradley Beal's checked in for McCollum. And it's Mike Conley in for Smart. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Westbrook. Plays it up and banks it in.
Again, again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Grant the pass to Sabonis. Back to Grant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Grant's got his first points of the night.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
Johnson with a screen on Conley. Here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Man, that draft day trade is going to be talked about for the entirety of his career as Trae Young linked to Luka Doncic in that big trade, but both teams really benefited from it. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Trae Young.
Young with the steal. 1 second left. No good that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Portland out in front, leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside.
31.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
Kenny, what games did you get amped up for during the regular season?
Any team that Shaq was on, because...
Now let's talk about this matchup. So far... And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Butler out there with Harris. Then there's Smart. Then there's McCollum. And it's Allen in at the center. Butler. Allen kicks to Harris. Clock at 6. No good. Shot missing. And Houston the other way now. Tatum dishes to Ayton. The kick out to Tatum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Portland ball.
Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Allen with the screen for Harris. Got a piece of it.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Pass to Ayton. And it's sent back by Allen. It's McCollum with the drive. Doesn't go that time. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Well, the length of Jared Allen is such a huge asset. He's a shot blocker and a rim runner, and that's what people are looking for. More versatility and athleticism from the 5 spot.
And that one's good, Ayton.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
McCollum finds Smart. Back to McCollum from the arc. No good on the shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Tatum against Butler. Tatum passes to Doncic. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Trailblazers. They're scoreless since the first half. McCollum outside. Lets it go from deep. Again, McCollum missing. And a throwback sort of game for Allen, bringing physicality and anchoring the defense.
Yeah, and it's weird because the physicality you're talking about, Kevin, isn't so much in him showing brute strength. It might be just physically able to do the things above the rim and in a vertical space that impact the defensive end of the floor.
And the pass by Tatum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Butler. McCollum with the screen on Tatum. Butler goes in and stolen by Ayton. Doncic outside. And there's the pass to Ayton. Out to Doncic. Bridges sets the screen for Doncic. It counts, and the foul. That one on Harris.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Miles Bridges. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Tatum.
Get loud for your Club City Texans.
Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Trae Young comes in for Doncic.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Conley. Last year, getting it done. He was around 16 points per last year. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. The one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
The Rockets making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside, Sabonis. And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Toppin. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
Toppin not thinking twice on that jumper.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Traps in the tray. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Conley the pass to Grant. Young against Beal. And Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Butler's checked in.
Butler.
On defense, the Rockets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Rockets on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Bradley Beal. Great showing for him last season. Second in scoring and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Young against Conley. Young, good. And the Rockets lead by 5.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, you can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Butler. Rockets with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Hayward passes to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for Houston.
Thompson's so good at setting the screen, recognizing space. Great timing on the roll that time.
Beal up top over Westbrook. Beal with the bucket. Beal's got 5.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Tatum. Miles Bridges is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Dinwiddie in a 2-guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. That's what makes him a very valuable player in the league.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Smart's checked in. Harris looking it over. Smart on the wing. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the 3 ball is good.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers trail by 8. Cullen passes to Grant. Back to McCollum for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Ayton. Bridges outside. Passes to Tatum from downtown. Allen with the rebound. And it's Smart with the ball for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. Grant with the screen on Dinwiddie. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the rejection by Tatum. Bridges kicks to Doncic. Outside Tatum. Ayton sets the pick for Tatum. Driving in. Ayton trying to break free. Tatum's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 8. Smart dishes to McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, McCollum is pretty deft at changing speeds, and that time he did it driving to the rim.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Butler, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Bridges against Harris. Bridges passes to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
What I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both free throws good from Bridges. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Smart passes to Harris. The dish to Allen. It's McCollum on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Portland no good that time either. Rockets leading by 10. With the drive. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Bridges. Ayton a screen on Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 10. McCollum outside. Driving inside to end the drought. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact. McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
At the line for the Trailblazers.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Tatum down low. Defended by Butler. Tatum's shot is off. Portland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. It's McCollum with the drive. Bridges with the steal. The kick out to Tatum. McCollum against Doncic. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 8. Pass to McCollum. Allen with the screen for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Tatum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Doncic gets it to go.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
A 3 from McCollum, and the Trailblazers another 3.
McCollum just catching the defense asleep right there. I don't know why you would be. CJ's such a devastating scorer.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
15 foul. At the line for your Rockets.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Beal. Lays it up off the glass.
You can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for Houston, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Substitution for your Rockets.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Green against Butler. Green kicks to Westbrook. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.
You can't stop it, out of pocket, talking about it, but you not.